flag for Crespo. And guess what? Guess what? We're giving you the rice and beans. You know what I mean? What a slide.
Hey.
We're a little different today.
Little something. Why not? Give him a little something, a little razzle dazzle.
Little paint where it ain't.
Yeah, a little paint where it ain't. What you got?
Dazzle, all right.
You know what? I'm at a loss for words. Honestly, you did a great job with that.
Oh man.
You knew it was gonna be extra though. You knew
Absolutely,
that.
yeah, absolutely extra.
Come on, Aries, do it.
Well,
I'm here
they
for
know
it.
who y'all are, but y'all don't want to introduce yourselves up.
I mean,
Cut the music.
Cut the music for what?
Well, I thought they was going to introduce themselves.
Oh, are y'all?
What
Yo,
we
it's the
need
God
to?
Flex, man. Rude intellect. I'm in the building. Let's go.
It's your girl Jay from Maryland. Let's go.
Give me the. 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 Hey! Give me the rice beans. Rice beans. Know what I mean?
Madison, I'm going to need a towel. I'm going to need, I already see this. I'm going to be crazy.
It's your boy 18. This what happened when he leave us. This what happens.
See, he be going all the time.
His contract, bro.
All the time, man.
I'm about to.
Contract season.
I'm
He
about to-
must have done cut something on the side. Because this boy ain't never here.
I mean, hey,
Y'all need to get
who,
that together.
who set
then.
that up?
I didn't do it.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't me.
okay.
Ain't nobody in charge now.
Okay, right.
Don't nobody know nothing.
Now the Hefe acting all funny.
Right.
Go ahead with the rhymes.
Know what I'm saying?
You got 16 for him? Let's
You need 16 today?
do
You
it.
got to pay for that. You got to pay
That
for
ain't for the
16.
What's
free, huh?
free?
Nah.
What's free?
The love that I give to the community.
Here we go.
You hear that? Nice James Brown laugh.
You
That
know what
was,
I'm saying?
that was nice. All right.
Hear you. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Man, what happened this week?
Man got caught jacking off.
Yeah.
He got his job back.
Yeah. Jeffrey Tobin worked for CNN. Got caught on a Zoom meeting call. It was done. They were done. He didn't realize that his camera was still on, and he went ahead and pleasured himself. He beat his meat
It's his.
on camera. It's his.
It's his.
Got to be more careful.
Got fired, and I think he was gone for about couple months.
About 3 months.
yeah, a couple months.
Oh,
That
he
happened
was
a while
gone
ago,
for a
didn't it?
minute.
No, it was 7 months.
Yeah,
7
October.
months.
7 months.
Yeah, it was about
Wasn't it
7
October
months.
that happened?
Oh,
Yeah.
for real?
Yeah, I think
About
it was
7
October.
months.
Oh.
And yeah, he got his job back, and he said, "Hey, I can't make no excuse for what I did. I thought I cut the camera off, and I took time to get back into the community, and had a lot of time to reflect on my life."
I wonder how that goes though. Like you in the meeting and shit. And you're like, yo, I wish they hurry up. I gotta get this out. Like, is that?
That's never happened to you before?
No.
No, you get I have a sanctuary. You go and you go sit down somewhere. You don't just.
I might light a
write
candle.
Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself.
Apparently, he don't care. He just take care.
He
of
was like,
whoever
yeah,
he is.
Karen, I get it.
What that really shows us is the stress that he was under on that Zoom call.
Right.
That's really what it was. CNN
That's what it
stressing
was?
him. Yeah. You had to get that out quick.
Yeah, like, I'm so sick of y'all
But
shit.
I mean, how do you not know though that the camera's still on?
I mean, because
like, come on now.
he ain't had no light on. He probably just had the.
Okay, but Zoom it clearly says leave meeting.
I mean, he probably hit the button like on the screen.
Yeah, he
though.
probably
Yeah.
hit something and it just didn't go
Nah,
through.
that joint say leave and you gotta confirm.
What
you
I
need
want
to
to know.
make sure that joint
What I want to
off.
know. How long did they watch?
Good then,
That
where
is
your
a good
friends
point,
at? Didn't
though.
nobody pick up the
Yeah,
phone?
then nobody said, "Hey, yo."
Right.
That is.
Where your friends at?
So they just
Yeah.
sat there and watched.
They probably,
So probably
did.
he could probably get paid off of that. That's one of his little flicks or something.
I ain't see it. I'm pretty sure it's gonna come out eventually. Somebody mad he got his
Somebody
job
got
back.
it. I'm sure somebody got it.
Somebody mad he got his job back.
It's a lot of inappropriateness. From what I understand with these Zoom calls, people not realizing cameras was on or walking in the back when the kids was in school.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they
what I
were
mean?
doing that on purpose. They was
I've
my
heard it
house.
before with the kids in school and the parent walk by cussing them out. And,
Butt naked.
Yeah.
Butt naked. Yeah, I seen the butt naked ones. Yeah.
You seen the butt naked ones?
Yeah, I seen the butt naked.
How you see those? You don't even have any kids. What you doing?
I'm talking about the Zooms and all
Oh,
of that
okay.
stuff.
All right.
You know, people post stuff. People post everything.
That's real.
You ain't share with your
I
friends.
just use that.
Yeah,
I
you
hope they
showed
was
it.
all-
son.
I hope they was all terrible.
I hope they was all, I hope they was all uncomfortably built.
Uncomfortably
Shout out to my people that's uncomfortably built. I love y'all too.
Uncomfortably built. I'm here for that.
Y'all terrible.
I'm here for that.
What else happened?
Body shaming.
I didn't body
That's not
shame
body
anybody.
shame.
That's just natural.
Next.
I was gonna say
what's
progression.
next?
I was
Yeah,
gonna
what's
say
next?
progression, but anyway, let's talk about Naomi Osaka pulling out of the French Open due to her mental illness. She started out and said she didn't want to talk to the press. They fined her, and then she just said, "You know what? I'm just not gonna come." And then she also pulled out of her next tournament. Also,
I seen a lot of support for her. I didn't see no Asian support. I didn't.
Are you surprised?
No, I'm saying like,
she is half Japanese.
yeah. I didn't see any.
I got a real question. Does that community
Because they didn't support Tiger either.
Like, do they accept her? I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know.
like,
you
that's-
can't look for support. I don't. I mean, I don't know.
I'm honestly not aware. I haven't paid any attention to see if they do or not. Truth be
Like,
told.
I've never
I
seen
guess,
any
are they claiming her?
Japanese flags or anything at the matches, or I haven't.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a lot of Asian, a bigger number of Asians going to any of her matches or anything.
Yeah, definitely not her
We gotta
matches. They
research
there for
that.
Nisha Corey, but they ain't there for
We'll
her.
research that.
Yeah,
Well,
We'll
she
research
claims them, right? Like that.
Absolutely, she does.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I didn't see anybody say
Because she's
anything.
Japanese and
And
Haitian.
Haitian.
Haitian,
Yeah, I didn't see nobody saying no when they was getting
yeah,
breakdanced on. Though they got a law and everything else.
yeah,
You know,
yeah, and they in every commercial now.
you know, I'm
Yeah,
just
they
saying.
are.
Is the Haitian community? Are they?
I didn't
Shout out
see
to my Haitian folks. Stop,
Are
I
they
say.
what, supporting her?
Yeah, are they supporting her? Do they claim? Like, I mean, I'm just asking. I don't know. Have we
I know
seen
I've
anything?
seen a lot of black people as
Black
a whole
people as a whole,
supporting
yeah.
her.
Right.
Whether or not specifically Haitians have, I'm not sure. Probably
you.
so, because from what I've seen, most people have.
Right.
Now,
Right.
I'm kind of on the other side of this. I'm all for mental health and taking care of yourself. But it's a slippery slope when you're signing contracts to say, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. And then you kind of out of the blue decide you're going to change your mind and go against your contract.
How old
And
is
I
she?
know you.
I mean, she's like 25, maybe.
Mid-20s.
Maybe.
She's
Mid,
early
early
20s, I think.
yeah, something like that.
I mean, she's
23,
human. That's
24.
human. Being a human, though, right?
It is being human, but it's that slippery slope because now it's a thing of I don't know what your job requirements are, but if your job requirement was to come to work and it said that you had to handle 5 pieces of luggage and you forget y'all, I'm only doing 2 today.
You're only getting them 2. Mental
mean,
health.
but-
FMLA.
That's what it's for.
I wonder if
Mental
she got
health
it.
That's
and
what it's for.
FMLA, that's totally, is that what she on FMLA?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm
No.
pretty
Yeah,
sure
FMLA.
it's tied in there somewhere. Yeah, I mean, she got problems.
I'm just saying.
I don't think tennis has FMLA based on what
How
the
you
higher ups
know?
have said, based on what has been said.
Who are these people?
The people who wrote the contracts that her ass signed. That's who. Here's my thing though, because I'm a real tennis fan. I watch tennis matches. I don't just know the black people who play tennis like most folks. And so most people are hopping on bandwagons right now. I mean, I ain't throwing shots just at y'all if y'all not tennis fans, but it's just people in general.
I used to play tennis.
I can't tell
You're,
because you
you're
pick
no longer a real fan either though.
I don't
So
watch it as much.
ride
I
the
can
line.
tell because you picking
Yeah.
their dog to win. And
But
you
the
show
thing
the
of
fuck
it is
different.
something feels off to me about the whole situation because if you go back and look, she's like, yeah, I've kind of been feeling this type of way since 2018, which was the big match between her and Serena where, Serena went off, rightfully so, whatever the case may be. So it was like the controversial win. This is 3 years later almost, and now all of a sudden she can't take anything. And she also said back during that time that she has social anxiety and things of that nature. But it's like you have social anxiety, you have mental issues, but what have you been doing in order to work on those things the entire time? Like now all of a sudden it's a problem. And then here's the other part.
I forgot how you be on the show. Go ahead.
Like you taking over?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
If you have an issue with your job, you got to go to your job and be like, hey, I got an issue. You don't go to social media and then be like, hey, I got an issue with my job. Like, that's not the order of events. You got to do stuff.
That's happened
in a
in the
proper
NBA
manner.
too, where people
That's
were
wrong.
complaining and they would go on social media as opposed to talking to the coach.
So
or
you
whatnot.
That's wrong as
you're,
hell.
You're more on the corporate side than just her just having issues.
No. You can have. I have no issues with her having issues. What I'm saying is, one, there's a proper way to do stuff. So if you have an issue with your employer,
Keep your hands down.
I don't want to.
I'm from a place where
If
we
you-
put hands on you for that.
If you have an issue with your job, who you going to? You going to your job first, or you going to Facebook? You going to Soundproof Hunger Room?
Well, I don't even
or
have
you
a
going
job
to the
on
After
Facebook.
Dark?
I don't have a job on Facebook.
You going
So,
to the After Dark to air out your grievances?
I might. Shit. Somebody might want to talk about something.
Oh,
I'm definitely.
That's not the proper order, though.
I mean, but
you can't do
I don't.
stuff
I
like
don't.
that.
In the business they're in, it's not an everyday 9 to 5
Of course.
kind of thing. So I mean,
But that don't mean it's a free for all either.
but
She
that don't.
still
But that.
has
I mean, so
rules and
what? What
regulations that she
would
has
you
to
have?
abide by.
What would you have liked her to do? Just nut up on
Meaning,
camera?
No, she should have went to the powers that be and been like, "Hey, mentally, I can't take what's happening here with this, so we need to work something out so that as far as press goes, I have the option to opt out or something
But-
along those lines."
but was
Like
this
she
the-
should have done that as opposed to running the social and then going to tell whoever she was supposed to tell. The other part is, I'm gonna say this because I also feel like, being she's early 20s, that job that you selected, it's a high profile job.
Does that mean she's
And
not able
no,
to be
can I-
human in it
But
though?
can I finish my
I
statement?
mean, you done had the flow. How long we been recording? You done been on the flow for about 12 minutes.
This
I don't
is
give
interesting.
a damn.
Go ahead, man.
Ralph is
Because
setting
you
himself.
only know
Go
what
ahead.
social
He's
media
setting
say
himself on the
anyway.
other side.
You always
The thing
taking
of
somebody
it
else's
is,
side.
You need to,
Yes.
as parents, like, you have to prepare your child if they want to go into certain careers, and she should have prepared herself as well, because that's a lot of spotlight. And so that's great that you're really good at this profession or whatever it is, but the other side of it is, we got your skills up, but we need to make sure that mentally you can handle everything that comes with it, because social ain't no bitch.
But
Press ain't no bitch.
But-
And so
but-
you have to work on that. I would almost put money on the fact that they ain't worked on her mental.
I mean, but have you ever been through something in life that your parents didn't prepare you for, but you had to deal with it?
Of course.
So why can't she have that same luxury?
I didn't say she couldn't. I said it's a
You gonna take her
it's a
side
chain
now?
of it's a chain of
Whose
command.
side?
Never mind. I
It's a
talk to
chain
you
of
later.
command.
Yeah, you
But
know
it's
what
a-
I'm
it's-
saying.
But it's a chain of command, though, because again, if you have a problem with your employer and you run to Twitter, your employer might be like, "We got that you got a problem, Ralph, but you out here airing our dirty laundry on Twitter before you come to talk to us."
She didn't say she had
That
a problem
ain't
with
how
no.
that
She
works.
said her own problems. That lady allowed to say her own problems wherever she wants to. We live in a social media state of
Great.
mind.
But you
Right.
can't say
Yeah,
that
society.
I'm not going to do whatever on Twitter before you tell your employer.
Says who?
Can I jump in?
Do whatever you feel.
So, I mean, I think we need to practice some empathy with this, because she is young, and it is a high pressure situation, and we talking about mental health. Like a lot of and I grew up around mental health, so it's a lot for the person to even admit mental health.
Got that.
And then that's a everyday, every second struggle and a fight for them. You know what I'm saying? So I get everything you're saying about holding her accountable to what she contractually is obligated to do. But if you are mentally breaking down, you don't care about that stuff. And you go, wait, hold on, I let you speak.
You're right.
So you using whatever outlet you feel comfortable with in that moment. It's like when people have anxiety and these different things, and you don't know how that's affecting them in that moment. So we have to be empathetic to her and anybody that's dealing with mental health. I don't disagree with the contractual stuff, but I'm more concerned about her mental health.
So
than
that would
anything.
mean then that mentally, that there are certain things that you should probably be doing and not doing in order to get your mental together. And if you're
Come on,
saying
man.
that you're socially anxious, there are certain things that you have to do and not. How do you get better if you're not working on the issue that you have?
Who
though?
said she wasn't working on it?
I'm sorry. How much time has she spent on
I
social
mean,
media
damn.
and still
So
keeping
what?
herself in the spotlight?
If you say
You
18 to
can't-
21,
you can't
come
run-
on, man. How you know what that lady
can't
been
run
doing?
both sides of it though.
What you mean?
I
You
You
disagree.
can't run both sides of the issue. And
disagree.
again, here's the thing.
Maybe
It
she felt
doesn't-
the pressure that you're talking about, and she couldn't even express herself. And then she got to the point she was just like,
But she
"Yo,
had to go
I'm
to
done."
social?
That's
You
the
go
time
to
we
your
live
outlet.
in.
You
That's
go
her
to-
That's the time we
It's
live
not your-
in.
It's not
That's-
your outlet though. If you say you have social anxiety,
I don't know what she's saying everything is.
that's
I'm
why I'm
telling
saying
you,
it's hard
social,
for some of y'all to make these arguments
But
if
she-
you ain't read what she said though.
I'm telling
But-
you that being around mental health, regardless of what form of mental health it is, like you don't understand what that person might feel comfortable with as an outlet. Regardless of what the outlet is, we might not agree with it, but she's actually asking for help. Like, however you like, we gotta pick up on the signs and stop judging. I don't want to say judging and stop placing.
Okay, so
and we
pick up
gotta
on
stop.
the signs then. So what signs was she exhibiting before?
I don't get paid to do that.
We don't even. We don't know. She could win. She could win and go sit in the closet for all we know. We don't know.
We don't know. People put these faces on every day.
It's also funny though how y'all think it's okay to run the social when you have an issue as opposed to doing things based on chain of command.
Nobody's saying that. You're putting that on us.
But you haven't addressed it.
You're putting that on us.
But
is it okay for her? I don't know what's okay. I'm not a doctor. But if that's where she went and she...
What does being a doctor have to do with that?
So if that was the outlet she used, regardless if we feel it was appropriate or not, it was the outlet she used. All of that corporate shit is out the fucking window. It's mental health. We trying to figure out what the young lady's issue is. We need to be supportive of whatever her issue is, and we can fix that other stuff on the back end.
Because all they care about is money.
That's all they care about is money. But that also goes back to teaching our young people, like, you okay over there? You
I am the oldest person
catching
over
the
here.
crap.
You blew a ride over there?
Today was rough. I told you
you're the
that.
oldest guy in the
It
room.
was.
Today was
It
rough.
was.
But
That's why I
doesn't
don't
that
argue with
also,
kids,
to some degree, go back to teaching our younger people like accountability and how they supposed to move in certain situations?
So is it her fault she wasn't taught that? If that's what you're trying to imply?
Is it her fault she wasn't taught
Yeah.
that? Not necessarily, but as an adult, isn't it your responsibility to learn certain things though?
So maybe she's in the process of that with this right now. She's only 25, you said?
She's 20 something. I'm not
Okay.
sure what it is.
How many
But
people
again, like
can
I
even
said, the
identify
other part
with it?
that y'all haven't addressed is like if I have an employee and if my employee decides that she's going to quit or not do something I asked her, and the way I find out is that I go on Facebook and see that she said that, I have an issue. Because that's not how you're supposed to handle it based on the standards that I have set. That's the other part of it too.
Did they tell her she couldn't go on social media and do that? Did they tell her that? I'm asking you a question. Do you know for sure
they fined her when she did it?
That don't mean they told her she couldn't do it.
No,
that just mean they didn't agree with it.
Right,
But
she's at liberty.
But she might have if she was contractually fined, I mean, she was aware that she had to go speak.
Thank
Right.
you.
Like that,
And
I don't
she's
knock
aware that
any
she's
of that.
supposed
I'm
to
not
tell
even
them
mad
too.
at the fine.
You know how many people got fined when they lose and they don't want to go to the fucking podium? Fuck that podium shit. They go got problems.
That's part of the job. See, that's where and I'm gonna say my piece real quick because this real,
Very tense.
it's real tense. Yeah, that's part of the job. So when you accept a high profile job like that, when you worked your whole life to get there, that comes along with it. You can't pick and choose. Well, I'm only gonna do this or I'm not gonna
me
do that.
picking not to go because I lost a match and me saying I have real problems because winning and losing in sports is not real problems. Let's keep it a buck.
True.
Let's keep it a buck. When Serena punk ass get up there and cry because she lost, I look at a spoiled brat.
What?
Absolutely.
See, okay, now let me stop you now.
No, you not
No, because you cut me off. No, you cut me off. Did you cut me off?
This lady saying, look, I'm mentally off my shit. Period. And at that point, I don't give a fuck about no tennis, no way.
Okay, so again, contractually, this is your job, right? And you bring up Serena. So they asked them because they've dealt with way more than she has. Not saying that she...
What difference do that make?
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
So they were saying that, okay, we just built different. I know how to deal with certain things. I've learned how to do it. Venus said, I know the people asking me questions can't hold a light to me. So I don't care what they ask me. That's part of the job. So when you sign up for a job like that, you have to take both. Now, to your point, if she has already decided that, you know what, I need some help. Jocelyn said she figured this out in 2018. So in between that time, 3 years, you then say, well, let me just pull myself back. But at the same time, you come out with the face mask wearing, you're bringing more attention to yourself. When you come out for the social awareness, all of these things you post, you just got the whole label with Louis Vuitton, or who is it? She got the whole
I don't
cover.
follow that.
So all of these things that you claim that you have mental health issues, but you're still continually pushing yourself and doing these things that you're obligated to be in front of cameras and microphones all the time. So now it's time for your job, and you say, I can't do it.
So let me get this right. In 18, she came out and said she had a problem. You just used the word. Hold on, you just spoke. Let me speak. In 18, you said she had a problem. Then you used the word that said she pushed through to try to do her contractual job, right? Mm-hmm. So then when she gets to the point where she can't do it no more, she wrong?
Who said she was wrong?
Nobody's
Nobody said
I mean,
she
because
was wrong.
y'all sitting on top of these contracts like, well, this your job, this your job. Have you ever did anything, or you in your business, not your business, because you work for somebody, that you wasn't supposed to do?
Yeah.
I'm done with this whole damn segment.
You didn't prove nothing.
I'm
What are you
done.
proving?
Yes, I did.
Just
No,
to
you
say
didn't.
something, people push through every day. Everybody's pushing through and hoping that, hey, we'll get over it. A lot of us are not really dealing with some of our issues, especially
Right.
mentally. So if she got to the point that even if she knew in 18, but she broke
It's
recently,
it's a breaking point.
you understand what I'm saying? I don't take nothing away from what y'all saying contractually, the pressure of all of this. It's probably a lot. And she probably got pressure to provide for family members, and it's probably a lot of people riding on
Right.
on a young
Right.
lady. You know what I'm saying?
Most athletes.
But mentally, like when people break, they break.
Right, but that's also why, like, we can't, because it's like we've gotten to a point now where people talk about mental health, but when it really comes to focusing on it and for it being important, it's only important once you get to a breaking point. It's only important later on. And that's why I say part of it is, like, as parents or people who have kids, I don't have any, you have to teach these kids how to get through certain things as well. When she went to her parents and she was like, yo, I want to be a professional tennis player. Okay, we're going to get you the best coaches, but at the same time we're getting you the best coaches, it's going to be a whole lot of spotlight shit that comes with it. So let's make sure that she got some mental shit, that she's working on her mental to be able to handle all of that at the same time. But what happens is we don't deal with that. We just deal with, oh, let me get you the best coaches, and we don't think about the mental side of things. We give participation trophies like we were talking about earlier. And then when it gets to a point and then people break and no one wonders why. You have to work on your mental all of the damn time. That's the thing. You cannot ignore it. And a lot of times we do end up ignoring it, and then it does blow up. But I'm saying from the other part of it, the way she did stuff, because nobody wants to talk about that. And the thing of it is, you have to talk about that too, because it's part of accountability and raising proper adults. So even if
You're wrong. You're wrong.
You're wrong because
you know why I say that?
agree.
I say that as a
You're
parent.
wrong.
I say that as a parent. You're wrong. For the simple fact is, things happen unforeseen with kids every day.
Got that.
So for you to sit here, and say,
it wasn't your job to mentally
at the point that your kids say, I want to do something, at the point your kids say, I want to do something, you don't sit there and say, well, let's get you some mental health before you even start. That ain't even practical.
It's not practical?
No.
It's not practical
because you don't even know if that's going to even happen. So why is yours more stronger than mine? Why is yours much stronger than mine? Because you don't have any children. You don't either. So,
Okay.
so it makes a difference in the point of seeing unforeseen things. She mentioned kids. That's why I said that.
So why are you talking to me?
Because you don't have any. But y'all on the same side of this, right? But y'all on the same side of this.
But here's the thing.
No,
as a
I'm
parent,
talking. I'm
then
talking. You
but
do not. You
cut
can't
me off,
prepare.
but
You
cut
cannot
me off
prepare
to
for
make your point,
everything.
though.
You try to damn near say that the lady had bad parents. You damn near said the lady had bad parents.
I said that.
Wow.
Damn near.
Damn
near. Go ahead, dog.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
just
Come
bring a
on,
little
man.
focus to this?
Come on, man. This is crazy.
I think one thing, because I'm very passionate when we speak of mental health, because like I said, I grew up around it.
Right.
And one thing I want to make sure that we understand is mental health in the black community, this is a new subject for us. It ain't a new situation.
Right.
But it's something that we are just now recently getting comfortable with even speaking about.
Right. Because we
And,
prayed it away.
and accepting that it's real. So a lot of the stuff that you're saying from, in my opinion, you're saying from a point of view of how we look at things now.
I
And
give
not
you
how
that.
we was looking at things maybe 10 or 15 years ago.
So to that point then, to Ralph's point, as him being the parent in the room, most parents say that I did the best I could based on what I have. So that means as a parent, then you too would have to acknowledge then that whatever you have done for your children, you did it based on the best that you had and what you knew. So it's not.
I got the perfect situation for this. I got the perfect situation for this.
Go ahead and finish.
Go ahead and finish. Go ahead and finish.
It's not to say that her parents were bad. I didn't say that at all, and I'm not insinuating that. What I'm saying is that it is a two-edged sword, and you do have to teach both sides of it. It's not that, and my point I kind of fucked up and forgot. But the thing of it is,
it was pointless.
it's not pointless. It's still important. So it doesn't make me wrong, and it doesn't make her parents a bad parent. It is part of the responsibility. If they didn't know, that's fine if they didn't know. But you can't say that I'm wrong just because you as a parent didn't do.
Can you prove that they knew? Can you prove that she? Can you prove that they knew that she had a problem? Can you prove that she? Let me finish. Let me finish. Can you prove that they knew and then? Because what you said was, well, she should have got some help. Can you prove that she didn't try to get no help?
That ain't you making.
I'm taking you all the way back to where you began. Can you prove that she didn't try to get no help?
Can I prove it? No, because I don't know her.
Then I'm done with that. Then I'm done with that. I'm done with that.
Can we agree to just say our opinions and not necessarily take them like as?
We ain't taking it nowhere. We're not taking it nowhere.
It's not about. No, I'm just saying.
It's a lot of things being said
and it's your opinion.
that they try. She's saying it so concrete, and you don't know.
I'm saying it so concrete. I'm saying based on what homegirl said.
Did she ever say she didn't try to get help?
When she put everything out there about it, she never mentioned that she went to get help.
She never said she didn't either. So why? So you say her and say she should have tried. You
but
did. You said the words. Your quote unquote was she should have tried to get help. Well, how the hell you know she didn't?
Because we now 3. I'm not saying that I know for a fact that she
this either you know or you don't know. This ain't all that other shit, man.
I don't know, and I said
then let's just leave it right there.
Why? But I'm wrong though. So go ahead and tell me why I'm wrong.
But can we agree that the black community as a whole, we probably all need some mental health?
We do.
Help.
Everybody needs.
And let's take the fact that this young lady is a high-profile tennis player. Let's take someone like myself, who grew up in whatever my traumas are growing up, and I didn't know how to deal with certain stuff. You just handled it. Mm-hmm. We kind of just shouldered those burdens and we just pushed through. Right. And some things affect us more than others. Right. You know what I'm saying? But I don't.
People handle things different also.
I agree. That's what I was saying. Some things affect, and something might affect me traumatically that might not affect you guys at all.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the whole mental health thing in our community, we've just been like throwing dirt, sweeping it on the rug.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And the bigger issue with all of this is that we have not addressed so many like past traumas. All of us. Like every black person, in my opinion, needs some type of counseling just to help you figure out what you went through. Right. Just somebody to talk to. No, unjudgmental. For us to argue over who should have did or how they should, and I don't want to say argue because I understand what both of you guys are saying, and I know y'all both passionate. But for us to be
both
like,
loud.
I didn't say that. You said that. But I mean, everybody has their opinion on how this thing should work. But I think the overall thing that we should look at is that all of us have traumas.
We do. But why is it also a bad thing when I'm sitting here and saying, you know what, we have to look at a situation and say, you know what, this is how I could have done better in this situation. What's wrong with that?
You know, this remind me of the day. Young lady was laying on the ground. She slipped off a bell loader. We don't know what happened to her. And you know what the corporate part of it said? Y'all still gonna get this flight out on time? That's what you reminded me of. Is that right there?
I mean, it's definitely different views, though. It's definitely different
not
views.
The same thing.
No, but I understand what he's saying because, like, we literally saw somebody laying on the ground, and for corporate people to come up and say, "Hey, are we gonna be able to still get this? Are we still gonna be able to move forward?" And if had the guy not said no, you don't see I got somebody like get away from me. Some people would have just moved forward, and that's part of our issue in the black community. When we tell people we have problems, some people ask you, "Are you still going to move forward?" And the people around you.
They don't care about you. They care about what you do for them. Tennis need her, because Serena and Venus are done. They old. Tennis needs her.
Does tennis need her, or do you feel like black tennis needs her?
Tennis needs her.
Do you watch tennis?
Absolutely.
So
tennis
you realize
needs
she's not
her.
even number one, right?
She don't have to be number one. All she got to do is keep playing.
How does tennis need her?
I can speak on that, maybe, and I could be wrong.
Because she's a minority.
I think because
I'm sorry, tennis really gives a shit about.
Absolutely. Did they not with Serena and Venus?
Can I say?
What was all that when that popped off?
I think
they love the fact that they was black.
Calm down, Ralph.
First of all, you know how it gets. So if you can't handle the smoke,
calm down,
if you can't handle the smoke, get your rub.
Because
it's going down today.
No, because you're kind of loud and wrong right now.
Am I?
Can I say that?
James Blake was black. They loved him until they found out he really couldn't play. Am I wrong?
Keep going.
Am I wrong?
Keep going. But tell us why
I just want to make sure somebody got the guts to say right or wrong, and I appreciate you for that because I'm not gonna get it on this side. So what else? Who else was black? What's the brother name? Washington, kind of chubby dude, short guy. He was great. He was okay. Didn't last long, but he was black and they tried to get behind him. Am I right or wrong?
Who was they?
Anytime black people get into something that they're
you
not.
talking about black people? Not because before you said tennis, and then I said
You
black
said tennis needs
and
black
you
people.
said
They
no.
do.
I cannot jump in. I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
You
Just
don't watch tennis,
Try
for
to bring
real.
some clarity.
I just gave y'all two people that pray. If you didn't know watch
Just
tennis, you ain't gonna
because
even know.
Just because you know.
So how can
two
I not
black
watch
tennis-
it?
Can
but
we
you
say
know
that
Come on,
tennis-
dog.
two-
Say something.
No,
Don't
two
sit. Don't put your
black
hand in the mic.
can't.
Hold on,
Say
I
something.
can't say
nothing.
I'd rather you say
I
alone
can't
than don't
say
say
nothing.
nothing, dog.
I can't even hear myself.
Tennis.
How
Go
can I
ahead,
say
dog.
something?
Go ahead. I
I
see
say
what this
something.
is today. Go ahead.
No, listen. So what if tennis needs a black tennis player to attract more black fans? Because let's be real, a lot of black people will only watch because, and myself, I am a lot. We'll watch this because this young black lady is playing, and that actually gives more exposure to their sport. I don't think that they don't want black people. I'm not saying that's all they're looking for, but we consume. So if they have one, like y'all will drink Gatorade because she had the bottle in her hand.
I won't, but proceed.
Okay. But you understand what I'm saying from a marketing standpoint. Now you are a tennis fan. You are a tennis fan. You watch tennis. You're a tennis fan. I am not a tennis fan. But when them,
His is questionable.
that's fine. When them black people was out there, guess who's a tennis fan?
You are.
Absolutely.
But you,
Let's
how many
go
black
to
tennis
my
players
people.
can you name besides Venus and Serena and Naomi?
Well, I named two.
Arthur Ashe wasn't he black?
Coco.
Yeah,
That was the only
Coco. You got Stevens out there.
I'm just telling you.
You got a lot of.
I don't watch tennis.
You have a lot of young black
I don't watch it.
women out there. Not Haitian and Japanese, black young
Yeah,
girls,
Absolutely.
and they're very young. They're coming up and they good. Okay, but to go back to say that tennis needs black people, from all of the heat that every time they came in and they took over the sport, as much slack as they took from the tennis corporation, from the fans, from everybody in their circle, and that's where I focus in on Serena and Venus and their dad, because he was the force, he was the iron fist that said, "Nah, y'all not finna talk to my daughters like that. Ask her something else. Don't ask her that." He was there
was
the
a
whole
shield.
time. He was there for all of the stuff that they had to deal with, that the tennis community basically was trying to push them
They was
out.
gonna bully her.
I got
They
a
was
question
trying to
for you.
push
I
them
got a
out.
question for
Yeah.
you. When you see a tennis commercial, how often do you see Nadal? How often do you see even Sampras back when he was on top? How often do you see? Who do you see? You see.
I think Sampras had.
No, you got
You
it
see Serena.
And
Oh,
like
okay.
Nike, I think
it's the product. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the
That's
product.
product.
So
Product is her black ass skin, bruh.
I think that's. I don't think that's a
through
problem. I think that's
Nike,
the selling
though.
point.
That's
Look,
not through
you
that's
tennis.
not
Yeah,
the-
I
Say-
think it's a
That's
selling
You
point.
don't,
That's
it's, come on now.
You try to
Okay,
relate
but-
to us with that. When you start
yeah.
talking
Yeah,
about
yeah, yeah.
apparel,
Marketability.
yeah, that's the only
But
thing I'm
also,
saying.
Come on,
but
man.
It's a
also,
product thing. When you're
Right.
talking about like Roland Garros, when you're talking about the Australian Open, when you're talking about Wimbledon, when they're going through and you see commercials for that have nothing to do with Gatorade, Nike, Rolex, and all of those things, then they're showing everybody. It is not just about Serena. That's how I know you're
You
not a real
see
tennis
Serena
fan.
everywhere.
You're supposed to.
And from a
Everywhere.
product standpoint,
I remember
not
tennis
from
coming
a
on. They
tennis
stopped
standpoint.
Sports Center to
I've
put her
seen that
matches
too.
on
You know
when she was
why?
about to break the record.
yeah, that's
because she was
why.
about to
That's
break
why.
the
That's the
record.
point that
They
you
don't give a
skipped
fuck
over.
about that
Yes,
record, man.
No,
You
record
crazy.
breaking,
They
I
trying to
gotta go.
stop her.
Record breaking, I gotta
If
go.
she
They
went
wasn't
one
trying to
more,
stop her, bruh.
huh?
They wasn't happy that girl beat her, man. They wasn't. We support black people.
Who?
We
Tennis?
gonna
We
go
do.
on and on with this. What else you
Absolutely.
got on that card, man?
Absolutely.
Because this right here,
You ain't no
we done.
tennis
There is
it ain't
no
nothing but
way.
smoke left
I
in this
didn't.
conversation.
Yeah, I didn't know
There
we
is
was gonna go
no
this
way.
way.
This is nothing but smoke in here.
You know what?
It
When
ain't-
I seen this before
You're a
in
black
hockey,
tennis fan.
I seen the same shit in hockey.
Mm.
When Jerome Gillett was on top,
Mm-hmm.
black guy. Oh man, hockey was coming on every fucking channel in the world till he fell off. Y'all don't have a hockey team down here, so I don't know how much hockey y'all seen. But I'm from Hockey Town, USA.
Uh-oh. What up, though?
Yeah, so
What up, though?
we didn't get to
So
see
I'm,
it.
I'm telling y'all how I see this. This ain't new. This ain't new. Anything black that can on a sport like that, oh, they gonna grab onto it. They gonna grab onto it.
I mean, let's be real
So
for
if
just
all
a
the black
second.
people was gone out of tennis, you think that
When was
everything
black
would
people
change
going out of
for
tennis?
marketing?
Venus and Serena been there since we was in our teens.
That's what I'm. But prior to Venus and Serena, wasn't nobody really talking about the black folks that was out there playing.
I don't know about that.
So-
Shit, I'm only 43.
But yo, you gotta remember that black dollar, man.
Come on, man.
Like, people trying to get a part of that.
Fuck yeah.
Like, let's be
How
real.
many black people at Roland Garros right now?
I don't know.
How many black people have went?
I don't know.
How many black people go to the U.S. Open?
Let's be real.
Shit, I know. I know a whole group particularly. Shout out to Donna Smith. Particularly, I know
I'll
one.
be honest. Like, I do understand your argument. I don't think me and you are talking the same language when it comes to this. I'm just talking about marketability and selling apparel. Like, we know black
Yeah,
people.
but
Right.
that's not, we're talking about
I
I
tennis
agree.
skirts you
I
see.
mean, I
Come
agree
on,
with
man.
you
The
on
sport
the
and the
marketability.
product.
Body
That's
suit and all that
different.
shit.
Okay, that's cool.
Come on, man.
But that's like that's
Well,
why I
they
said I
find her
don't
for
think
that.
we're
They
talking
find
the
it, but
same
they
thing.
glad she put it
The
on.
actual game of tennis
I
might
can't
not
That's
hear
the
be.
product.
you 'cause it's-
That's what we.
can't
I agree
hear.
with
I don't know
the
what you're
product
saying.
aspect.
And what we got else on that card?
Yeah, we got. Dang, we talked
I
about
hate to do
tennis
that.
for 40 minutes up in
Yo.
this mug.
What else we got? Was that
I hope that young lady get help, man. At the end of the
Oh
day,
yeah,
I hope that young lady
definitely.
get help.
Definitely. And
We
what we
definitely pull it for
forgot,
you.
what we forgot to mention was the French Open. After she pulled out, they gave her support. They came out and said, "We support whatever she's doing
They battle.
from this point on."
They
So
better-
it wasn't like
that's
they
business,
were just
man. That's business. They
Right.
got to do that.
Well, they
They
didn't
got
have
to.
to.
They gonna do that.
No.
Hey,
I
what
mean,
else we got on the card? Cause we gonna argue that for 30 more minutes. I can see it.
I know because I ain't a parent and I don't know shit.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna move
I
on.
don't care about your feelings. Put them in that cup and drink them. I don't give a fuck about that shit. Let's go. Let's go. I don't give a fuck about your
Let's
feelings. Better put
go.
them in that cup and drink them.
Come on now, you know I don't give a shit about
Trying to
feelings.
take a little shot at the end. I don't give a fuck about that.
Act like we
What you got?
We
Hey, yo,
one
shout
in
out
the
to everybody
same.
that was at the
What you
kickball
got?
game.
Care about that little slide shit?
Act like we ain't one in the same. I don't give a shit either.
Oh my god.
What's on that card?
We got some the vaccines. The vaccines, they was pushing to try to get everybody vaccinated by July 4th, I believe, or somewhere in July he was pushing. And
Who's he? Biden.
yeah,
Okay.
Biden. That's why
Uncle Joe.
Seattle is at 70%. They're the highest in the U.S. So 70% of Seattle is vaccinated. Everybody else is still whatever.
50s,
Yeah,
60s,
it's
40s.
50s, 60s,
I'm not
40s.
participating in Tuskegee 2021. Y'all can do what y'all want to do. Because anytime they out here offering
Can you put this
weed-
mic right up?
My bad.
Yeah.
It's Ralph's fault.
Didn't you get it?
Yeah, I got vaccinated.
Anytime y'all out here offering weed and all these other incentives and stuff for people to get the vaccine, I'm not participating in Tuskegee 2021. It's not gonna happen.
I don't feel any kind of way about people's decision. I did it because my dad got it. He got the vaccine and he's retired. So, and I hang out with him. So for me, still being out and moving and working when everything was at its peak,
Right.
I didn't want to take it to him because he's at risk. So for me, once he said he got vaccinated, it was my personal choice to go ahead and do it for the safety of keeping him safe.
Let me say this. You're educated, so you can say Tuskegee. And I actually think you know what you're talking about. Has any vaccines been successful since Tuskegee?
Successful.
Oh, they got rid of it. I mean,
Successful
yeah.
So they
is
done, so they
relative,
done, I'm not. Y'all let you talk. Let me talk.
though. No, I don't want to.
So
We can do that.
at the point where somebody decided to get it, like you did, I didn't question it. I didn't. I might have called you. I said I got my werewolf spray. I might have said something, just a joke,
Yeah.
but
yeah,
that's your choice.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Anybody that go get it, that's your choice.
right.
I don't have no opinion about it at all. You know what I'm saying?
You don't have no
How do
opinion?
you, what is your concern about not getting it or getting it? Are you thinking about getting
I
it?
really
or
don't even.
It's just kind of in the air.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't until they tell me. Until I want to. I tell you what. Until it benefit me, then I ain't even thinking about it.
Okay. What about you, Flex?
Yeah, I'm highly skeptical of any vaccine. And I could be wrong, but like the last thing that they cured was polio. Ever since, all they've been doing is giving you like the comeback cure. Like, hey,
The comeback cure.
yeah,
But you know
the
what?
comeback.
What happened to HIV was real big.
It was.
And what happened? It
They
just
got
kinda-
medicine.
now
They got medicine to help
medicine
you
now.
live with it.
Yeah, it's,
Right.
it's
They gotta
actually
keep you-
one
it's no-
medication
It's
where,
business.
Yeah, you make no
Almost
money.
business.
You'll be
You make-
undetectable.
You make
Undetectable.
no
Yeah.
money
Yeah.
in cures.
Absolutely not.
Chris
Yeah.
Rock said
No
that back
money
in the
in
day.
cures.
It's money in the comeback.
Yeah, you make no money in
I
cures.
But
something ain't right with it.
As far, I just like, look at, to me, this ain't. It's hard for me to process this, and I don't know where to go with it. But I just want to say real quick. Yeah, y'all rolling. I just want to say real quick that like the stuff that they're offering, like Washington State is offering joints for jabs. That's what they're calling this. Joints for so hey, you come get a shot and we're gonna give you some weed. Like, I don't trust that. You got companies out here who are trying to push,
I am skeptical of that.
25. They 2500.
I'm not gonna get too into what they're offering, and that's not it. It's not that. It's actually much higher.
25,000.
But
okay.
Like people, they're offering to be able to say that my company is this amount vaccinated. They're offering like an opportunity to get money. I'm skeptical.
That's how you know something ain't right with it.
It's 2 airlines now that said that their new hires have to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
2 of them have come out. 2 major airlines have come out and said that new hires have to be vaccinated. So, although I have the vaccination, I am also one of those that think outside the box. Like, why are they pushing it so hard? Why are they trying to give away all this stuff so much to?
I saw a blogger say that those that have really large followings, specifically black followers, and they said the companies have been coming to them like, hey, we'll give you X amount of dollars if you tell your followers to get this vaccine.
Why?
So, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Charlamagne kind of crazy, but he made, I said his ass was crazy. Let's be clear. That's why I said that shit first. Mm-hmm. But he made the point, though. He said they're not pushing that hard to cure anything or to get rid of anything else or to help black people with any other issue. Mm-hmm. But they pushing for every damn black person along with everybody else to get this vaccine. Mm. Something ain't right in the middle, period.
Vaccine brings confidence to some, which will take their ass outside to spend their goddamn money.
And I kind of believe that, but at the same time, I feel like it's got to be something else. Mm-hmm. It can't just be about us spending money because we never really stopped spending money.
Right,
we just transformed how we spend the money.
That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And if you look at it's hard to find, but if you go deep and you look at people who've talked about, they've had the vaccine or folks that they know they've had the vaccine, and the issues that people are having that no one is really talking about on the news and whatnot, it's kind of crazy. Like, my aunt got it. Now, granted, she's 80, but she's had one particular issue with her breast for like years and years and years, based on what I was told. She gets the vaccine, and now all of a sudden she has breast cancer. Could it have just been a fluke? It could have been.
But everybody reacts differently. I mean, that could have been dormant.
Could have, but I also...
And the mixture of whatever was in there could have caused that.
But I also heard from...
That's how I look at it.
Someone who knows, a doctor or whatever, that they're saying that the whole COVID situation, anything that's in you that's just kind of like you have, like COVID can bring it to the forefront. Okay. So if you kind of had, just some, maybe your blood pressure just kind of skating on high, like that joint, it potentially can shoot it up. So
like the lady, one of the first ladies that got it done, she did. And I ain't trying to be insensitive of saying, but she did. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, people don't, I don't want people walking around thinking I get this shot, I'm 100% bulletproof from it.
But they think so, though.
And a lot of people and a lot of people didn't do their research to find out, and they told you that wasn't real. But people got that in their mind, so you know what they're doing? Yeah. We see them every day. Yeah. They get on planes and go fly.
Let's talk about these people getting out here.
I ain't mad at them. Hey, man, eventually you got to make a choice, man. You got to live or die.
These folk crazy, though. Like, being locked up, they just had to tackle a dude on the airplane for trying to get up in the cockpit midair. The passengers tackled this one this time. They said, we're not doing this.
Which y'all said, mental health.
Say, we're not doing this. And then you got fans. I don't even want to talk about the fans at these sports events no more.
I mean, don't forget. Hold on, let's not go that fast. You got the battle royals at Spirit Airlines. You got to know how to fight to go over there.
WWC every week. Every week.
Is that bad?
Oh
what?
My goodness. Yeah, they fighting on the plane. They fighting before they get on the plane.
The knuckle game together. You better spend that extra $100. Get
them gay. They need to go to self-defense class before when they get high.
And look at the little old lady that got punched and lost 2 teeth.
The flight attendant.
What you expect?
Oh yeah,
$12 each way.
No, that was on a Delta plane, I think.
No, that wasn't Delta.
That wasn't Delta.
It was Southwest.
People love that Spirit Airlines though.
I mean, if I get to Africa for $20, I take it.
Nah, I want to make sure I get there though.
They ain't having
I'm
them
sorry.
issues. You
The plane, it ain't the plane, it's the
It's
people.
the clientele.
Well,
Yeah,
now,
it ain't the
I
plane.
mean,
It's the
now
clientele.
it's the clientele, but it used to be them planes was a little
That was a
questionable in
long
my.
time
That was a
it wasn't
long
that damn
time
That was a
ago.
Yeah, that
I
was a
don't
long time
trust
ago.
it. You know how many years it took me to fly on what was Air
So you
Tran?
scared to fly? Well, you just scared to fly.
I'm not scared to fly, but when you know certain things, like my mother used to work for the Flight Attendant Association way back in the day. So, you know, AirTran had bought Value Jet, and everybody was hopping on them flights at the time when they first dropped because they was like $40, $50 and all that. I wasn't flying no damn AirTran because I knew they was Value Jet, and they was crashing every other 5 minutes.
I think
You
those were some
crazy.
regulations and stuff
Yeah,
that happened back.
that's-
Yeah,
it's a lot to
Some
have.
other stuff
How long
with
ago
it,
was
but
it?
I ain't
You
messing with
safer
it.
in the air than you in on the ground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in a car.
Yeah.
But,
So,
because
guess
that
what?
Value Jet
Spirit,
stuff was
I
like
ain't
a
messing with it.
You gotta know
oxygen
the fight to
tank
go
or
over
something
there.
that blew
Yeah.
up.
You ain't gotta
Like,
do
it
it
was
the plane.
different.
You gotta know the fight.
They had a little bit of everything because they was like overworking people, so they was tired and shit.
I mean, that's
like,
Overworking.
it was-
I think that's
that's
every
everybody.
working person in
Yeah.
America is
I'm just
overworked.
talking about what happened back
Yeah.
then. We
Yeah.
know everybody
I
overworked.
agree.
Good
Not
Lord,
everybody.
we ain't gotta
That was
say
a long time ago.
Why you act like I just got this cushy ass life?
Ain't nobody. I never
That's all
said
you got-
nothing.
you-
I just
you
said
ain't
not
had to say
everybody.
it. You ain't had to say it out loud.
Not everybody.
Your,
Ralph,
your
what's
face
in that-
said it all.
Ralph, what's in that cup? That
She
glass
would never
over there?
be able to drink on here again.
We got the same drink. I just put it that way. I ain't gonna put her out there like that. We got the same drink.
It's tequila. It's tequila.
Okay.
But you didn't
So
see.
it's gotta be.
You didn't,
I don't want to say it.
No, it ain't that.
Ain't nobody
It
giving
ain't
no
that.
money over
It
here.
ain't
I know
that.
it ain't. I know it ain't.
It's tequila. It's my second cup. What,
Okay.
what,
You know what I'm
what y'all
saying?
want?
I think
We can
I think-
tell.
I think the
It's
audience
our
already can tell.
What y'all want?
Yeah, you
We
some
love
god-
you, though. We
you
love
some
you.
goddamn
What
water.
you got over here, man?
It's
Why we
water in
rolling?
there, too.
Oh, I did want to talk about.
Yeah,
But
you
look,
got water
first
for it.
off, look at this
What?
You
brand
got water
new.
for it.
Look at this brand
I
new
need water.
jersey.
They got
You bought
They
your
not
own water?
even
What?
down
You
there.
bought your own water?
I mean, I can't drink out the Brita filter.
Like-
You know I'm a little bougie.
Flex, tell us about this new jersey you got on, man.
Hey, it's just something that we threw together, man. You know, probably
Huh.
gonna have limited availability for it.
Why we limited though?
And this one gonna cost you.
Yeah, this one gonna cost because it's
that
just
shit is
it's,
fire though.
That's
I
nice.
appreciate it. I
Y'all can't even
appreciate
see
it.
the back. That's nice. It's
And
nice.
understand
Appreciate
us. Support ain't got no price tag.
yo, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Huh?
Just, you know,
Hey.
just a little something different, man.
Yeah,
you know.
don't ask that man for no discounts. Pay what
Yeah,
the price
that's-
is.
yeah.
appreciate
I,
And pay
I will
shipping.
talk on loyalty, but I'll wait till I get to the kickball guy.
And pay shipping.
Huh?
right.
Hey,
I pay shipping for my hoodie.
I appreciate that too. Thank you.
that's what's up. Hey, look.
We know you ain't paid for shit, so you ain't gotta. I don't have them hookups.
Hey, but in the same, you know, vein, is it a certain etiquette customers should have? Have you run into people that just feel like they should just the saying is the customer is always right.
That's
Do you
bullshit.
find that to be true?
I think that's something that's said when you're trying to push great customer service. So yeah, I do think it's true. The customer is always right. Now I think
Right, and what?
We
Damn.
coming to you. We
you
talking to
next.
two entrepreneurs.
It's all
We're
right.
gonna
It's all
start
you in
here.
here. Wait.
And we're gonna come over to you. Okay,
Shit.
just simmer down.
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
when
saying?
people are spending their money, I mean, there are some unreasonable demands, but for the most part, I think it's up to us as people who are sellers or whatever your business is. You know, I think our customer service should always be A1. You know what I'm saying? And I know me personally as a new business, like I got all types of hiccups. Things ain't always going like, matter of fact, just recently, my website, I got an order on the website and it didn't tell me no size, no color. She said she put it all in. And I believe her, but it took her money. It took her money. So, but I had to contact the employee. And, I'm still the employee, the customer, and you know. But so there's always going to be an issue with business.
Yeah, but that ain't got shit to do with what he asked you.
But
though.
what I'm saying, I love her. What I'm saying is, at the end
mean,
of
did it?
at the end of the day,
I ain't in your
at
conversation.
the end of the day, if you providing a service, then you gotta kind of abide by a customer is always right. Now yes, you do. There are opportunities that she gonna come in here talk about her terms and all of this other stuff, and I respect that.
I
You
mean,
better talk about your motherfucking
she want the
terms.
crazy woman to go on.
But what I'm
on
saying is, like,
stage.
at the end of the day, what you're gonna get back from the bad feedback or the bad review is not worth it.
You know how much money people make
You know
off
what I
bad
mean?
reviews?
I know, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do. I understand that completely. But when you a new business, you established, you good. You know what I mean? You working, but you good. Well,
I mean, I could be bankrupt too, like anybody else.
I mean,
we
I
not
didn't
wishing
say
that
you
on
was
my
impervious to
business, but
bankruptcy.
I'm.
So do you think that the
I
customer
don't
is
want no
always?
socks.
Oh.
Damn.
Do you think the customer is
that
always
was
right?
coming up.
The customer is not always right. The person who created that was a wrong ass customer. That's the person who created that whole statement. this is the thing. Say the customer is always right, and then talking about businesses providing great service, those are two totally different things. That's apples and oranges. As a business, you have to provide stellar service. Absolutely. We are going to have glitches. I've had glitches on my website where they ain't get charged shipping, and I was like, shit. But I did. I ate it. I didn't tell the customer. I didn't say. I just ate it, and I moved on. That's what you have to do. But customers do have to have a certain type of etiquette. Period.
Yeah, they can't come cussing you out.
Yeah, you can't. I had a lady. The review is on my shit now, and she called me. In the email, she called me all types of bitches and everything else. It's a review. You can still see it on my fan page, and she went in for about 12 paragraphs about what I did, but she ain't tell the real story though. As a business owner, I have the right to not accept anybody's money I want to. It was a girl I saw. I just happened to see her online talking shit about me. What did I do? I blocked her black ass. Then what happened? She then came back a year later, and now she mad she blocked. But she admitted. She admitted without actually admitting that she had been online talking shit about me. So the customer's always right? Nah. And as a business owner, you do have rights.
Okay.
And shut the hell up.
So you took that
you got to side with her.
It's not about me taking it personally.
I'm going with the customer, my nigga.
I do my best to keep my emotions out of my business, but there are certain things that I'm gonna do, and there's certain things that I'm not gonna do. Like she probably got mad at me, but it was a girl in the group, and she apparently had DM'd me asking me questions about my business. And I told her when she pointed it out, like on the unrelated post in the group, like, hey, hit the website and we'll get your questions answered. I don't do DM business. And there are certain things too that businesses have to do, because guess what? You are a business. And it's okay to do that. And I think a lot of business owners don't realize it. And then we also have a lot of hobbyists out there who call themselves business owners, and they've created this. They've just created a situation where customers feel like they have the ability to say and do anything they want. And so then when that same customer goes over to a real business, because the hobbyist was out here allowing everything under the sun, now they think they can do that with everybody, and you can't. It's okay to have, a certain set of rules as a business, and you better. Because I'm telling you, once you, like, for you, for instance, you still like hand delivering and all of that, some of your orders, right?
Correct.
Once you get to the point where, let's say you handling like 100, 200 a day, you're not going to have time.
I agree.
So the thing of it is, what you have to establish now is that I ain't got time to be out here, like the postman delivering your shit. It's got to be shipped. Because it's going to be really hard for people to move from you hand delivering stuff to having to do it on the website. You got to. And people will tell you, well, I used to. Well, this is how it used to be. Well, this is what used to happen. People keep asking me for local pickup. I'm not motherfucking delivery service. And this is the thing. And here's the thing. I did delivery service before, and people will waste your time when you're trying to do delivery. Like, hey, we're going to meet here at this time. People late. And then Atlanta big as hell. Oh, can you drive all the way goddamn Sandy Springs and bring my shit? Sandy Springs? Is you crazy? You could have paid $5 shipping by the time we all spend the gas. To me, it's nothing wrong with standards. And it's nothing wrong with saying that the customer is not always right as a business. It doesn't mean that you don't have good service, and it doesn't mean that you don't respect your customers. But your customers have to respect you.
Oh, Ralph got something to say.
He always got something to say. Come on, twin.
E40 and Master P made millions selling out to Trump.
Okay.
The milkman, back in the day, deliver the milk.
Back in the day. Proceed.
You can do both though. You can have a personal relationship or with your community and get out here and hand sell things, and you can have a website. That's
When y'all just talking about mental health though?
I mean, but it all depends on how much it bothers you.
Mentally, I'm telling you from somebody who understands it, trying to manage all of that, especially when, as most new business owners, you're doing everything yourself. That shit is too much.
But if you love,
I can't argue that.
And I was going to ask you
I can't.
at what point.
Like for the
at
most
what
part,
point
most
will
of the
you
people
get
that
to
I
where you
ship,
wanna-
like outside of close people, it's coming ship.
Because you got a demanding job, sometimes
Coming
more
ship.
demanding than others, and then it's like, damn,
I really don't go out of the way.
yeah, you
Like
can't.
I don't go out of the way because you can't.
Why you looking at me?
No, I'm just saying.
Because
I'm
you
looking
want
across the
delivery?
table.
Because you
Yeah.
want delivery, Uber
No, I'm
Eats.
just saying. Like the majority of my people, even locally,
I just
I ship.
You got
Hey.
to.
I
and
respect
there's nothing
that.
wrong
I remember
with that.
you said you had met a guy that I think he was making something, and you
I
hit
hit
him
him
up.
up. Yeah.
And you was like, "Yo, man, I'll meet you." He was like, "Nah, I gonna ship that to you."
But that might not have been. He might have been for safety purpose.
Well, okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We don't know.
Yeah, I
but
know.
either
Right.
way,
But some
I'm
things
with that brother.
I do. No, there's some people that I will. Hey, yeah, especially if you local and I like we cool. Like if you ask me and you live a couple blocks over and I don't gotta go real far out of my way. Yeah.
yeah, but
for the
even
most
that
part,
we cool stuff.
for the most part,
Like my friends don't come to me and say like, "Hey, can I get a discount? Can I get this? Can I get that?" They don't do that because they respect me as a business, so they
business,
don't
yeah.
even expect me to go out of my way.
Right.
Now, like y'all advertise me, I'm sitting here every damn time y'all have a show. Y'all get whatever the hell you want. And I don't go. I'm sorry. Have you
Have
asked?
you
I
asked?
ain't got shit.
No,
Have
you just
you-
had an
have you
abandoned cart that you never finished.
Oh, you went in the cart and then.
Yeah, I looked
Oh, yeah, I seen it.
I looked around and was like, "This some trash." Let me get my
Okay. I seen
Hey,
the abandoned cart.
I was
Oh,
like,
look at
hey,
my car.
and the people that see this show and that got a box, I asked about the products in the box, and I got like
Hey,
maybe
let's stay
two
focused. Go,
two
check people
comments.
later.
I
Don't
mean,
check
I-
people
Yeah, but
now.
that
Check
box,
people
I
later.
was like, oh shit, because here we come. People gonna talk about they butter was melted. I already
I
know
wanted
what's
that.
coming.
Nah, they
Nah,
wasn't.
it
They
wasn't
wasn't out like
melted.
that. We took care of that
Yeah,
stuff.
that was good.
Yeah, don't do us like that.
Yeah.
Drink have a sip. You
And
know
then
what I'm saying?
even then it
Have a sip.
still stiffens up pretty quickly.
Yeah, we
From
did-
my
we
experience,
did a
I've
great
seen it
job,
to where
brother. Yeah, we
you
did
know.
a great
It
job.
does. Nobody
Yeah,
said
so-
y'all ain't do a good ass job.
But I was
God
asking,
damn.
just the group in itself and all the boxes that we gave.
ain't nobody
out.
here. No
Pete,
appreciation.
it's hard to
We
get
had,
people
like,
to
two
leave
people.
reviews though.
Me
I don't
too.
know if you saw like I had no, somebody had put up a comment in my Facebook group about a particular scent that I'm selling now for the summer. And there's comments all
What's the
on
name of
there.
it?
Cocoa butter cashmere.
Okay, now continue on.
So
He's doing his job.
He is. It's mad comments on there or whatever. And I'm like, damn, it's a whole lot of comments on here, but it sure ain't no reviews on the website. People
Do you
just-
think? Okay, that's a great point. Do you think that social media is because it is more interactive? That people, because you have your page is set up like you have a community from your clientele, so y'all kind of can converse back and forth about scents and this and that and tell your stories and this and that. Do you think that they find that more easy and more accessible than going to your website and
Oh, absolutely.
leaving? So how do you get into that to make it transfer into where?
Unfortunately, you got to incentivize people. Like, you have to offer them something. So, like, right now on my website, it's set up where you get a certain number of points where you leave a review. But I'm going to have to increase that in order to, like, get people to leave more reviews. Because it's like a fact. There's actually a whole percentage they've done, studies on it to where when people hit your website, they're going to go to social next to see what kind of social proof there is. But I want more social proof on the website. That way people don't necessarily have to do that. But you have to incentivize folks. They want something.
People
They
want something.
And I'm not the discount person. So people I know a lot of people will hit those abandoned carts like Ralph, waiting for that email to come where you get like that 25% off for your cart
Then
sitting
they
there.
get-
Boom, boom,
I
boom.
don't do that.
Why not?
Like if you come to me because I don't want that sale mentality.
Father's Day coming.
What's okay?
You get a little center.
What's that got to do with anything?
You know what I'm saying? We want a little discount.
For
Day.
Father's Day?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's not even set up now. So even if I threw something out there and then by the time this hit, like,
I like
they
the
ain't gonna
bullshit.
get it. They ain't gonna get it in time for Father's Day.
I
But-
know.
We
I
just
just
want the price.
recently.
Huh?
We just want the price.
The price.
Yeah, the discounted price. We don't worry about when we get it.
So what you want me to go drop something in the group now for
Yeah.
Father's Day?
Well,
Drop
Flex,
it on your website.
what
Yeah,
happened when
okay.
she was talking about incentivizing? I purchased a watch from a black-owned company, and they're doing like a promo where they say, "Well, take a picture of you with your watch, send it in, and post it on the site, and we give you $50 coupon for your
Yeah,
next
I'm about to
purchase.
do something like that.
Yeah. So I was like, that's pretty cool. That's not hard to do. And $50, and I like the product. I'm gonna buy some more. $50 is a nice little.
I'm going to. It ain't gonna be $50 because my price points are different. But I am gonna do that. $50. That's a free order. If I'm giving you a $50 coupon, that means that you're gonna have to spend $100 with me.
All right.
So you gonna do that? You gonna go pick
we're
your
not
card
talking
back
about
up?
me. I'm still looking for this.
Another one.
This free bag. You know what I'm saying? I'm still looking
You
for the
could
free.
ask.
Another one.
Orlando asked, Sean asked, you ain't asked.
Well,
and you
Orlando-
and Aries, we always want some shit.
Orlando is, he like his skin very soft. He wants to match his wife.
Yo, what?
I'm
is
telling you
wrong
that
with
it's
you?
gonna make
Leave
you glow, bruh.
You see this face?
I'm just saying it's gonna make
He said
make
he
you.
don't need that, and that's what
Saying,
he's
you
trying
see,
to
ain't
say.
no makeup on this one, bro. Ain't no filters or
He
nothing.
said
It's
he
all me.
good.
That's all you.
It's all me. Huh?
Oh goodness.
Hate that. Oh, you hate that.
And what else you got on that car? What we doing?
Hey, we way off of the card now. We
Oh,
ain't know
we
where.
just
We having fun.
We off of the
Yeah,
card.
it's talking.
You don't
Card
want
is
to
over
talk,
with.
Huh?
You don't want to talk?
I'm
You
always.
a little quiet today.
Oh, that's because y'all clowning.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
we
this-
enjoyed watching the
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, this is dope.
Ralph was just hollering at me like he ain't had no damn sense.
I wasn't hollering at nobody.
Oh, you was hollering. Wait till you see the playback.
Hey, but
sir.
y'all are twins though. Y'all birthday
We are
on the
same day. Years apart though, so the knowledge
Yeah,
a
a
little different.
whole lot of years apart.
You know what I'm saying? Knowledge a little different. My little sister. You know what
I
I'm
don't even want to get into it
Then
because
that's
we.
that Detroit shit.
we
They a
said-
whole
Don't hate
different
it.
type of
Don't
person.
hate it. We aggressive people.
I was going to say
Whole
that
different type
we
of
were
person.
talking about
That's enough.
at some point during
That's
the
not.
Zodiac show.
For what?
You know I'm with it.
I'm not.
I won't be here for that one.
How you not gonna be here? And
But
you
it's
the
his
only one
idea.
that- right.
It
And
wasn't
you
my
the one
idea.
who
It
wrote
What idea
the
was
report.
that?
I can't remember who said
Somebody
that.
asked
about
It was
it.
somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
somebody
was
asked
outside
about
when
it.
it happened. When
Yeah,
somebody
somebody
asked,
asked
say,
about
y'all
it.
need to do is like,
I was always
you
trying
know,
to
I
come to
don't-
your rescue.
Are
I
they
don't
into
know.
astrology enough for that? Like, do they know? I can't speak
What's wrong
enough
with your
about
neck?
everything to.
I don't know. Hey, look, I tell on myself in a whole lot of ways. When I do stuff like,
Always. We know how it go.
She wasn't supposed to ask me all them questions.
right. But yeah, hey, somebody say they want to.
Man, somebody say a lot of
Zodiacs are
things.
important,
Man.
but y'all
Ain't
don't
nobody
think so.
coming over here with
I
that.
can't get into it.
What's that sister with
We
the
can't.
call
but
me
you,
now?
Oh,
Oh,
Sister
man.
Cleo.
Cleo.
Yeah, we ain't about to set the room up for that.
Man.
Call me now.
We know y'all don't like
Yo,
it.
that
That
Zodiac,
whole
it's
that whole
important, bro.
conversation went left when that post came up in the group.
What conversation?
yeah.
About the value of people?
No, the Zodiacs. That
Oh.
was a
This
while
like
ago.
some
That was a
months
long
Oh,
ago.
I
time.
probably ain't participating.
Oh, it went.
It went totally left.
Yeah,
I mean,
it
Yeah,
went.
because I had an issue with this one here.
Hey,
The tourist?
I believe in people.
It wasn't
I don't
even
know
about
the whole
the
falling
it
under this
wasn't a-
part of the sun.
It wasn't a
That-
belief.
Yeah,
At the
damn,
time
bro.
you was born, all of that.
It matters.
I
It
just,
was how
It
you
matters.
handled me.
I
That's
just don't.
where.
Oh, he
I
checked
just
you?
don't.
He checked you?
I just don't.
He always check me, but he don't really check other people.
Can we
to
get some
the level
shots?
that he
Big
check
up, big
me.
up, big up, big up. Boop, boop, boop,
So,
boop, boop.
so were you mad at what
Somebody
he
was
said
checking.
or the fact that he checked you in front of everybody?
My thing is, don't hold me to a 10 when you hold other people to like a 4.5.
That is true. You are guilty of that, sir.
Man, them people can't tell you who to hold.
Well,
Nobody.
I was
Who
going
you
to say
hold
the
to.
people
My bad.
the people that are closest to me. I'm gonna hold them to a high standard.
I kill,
I'ma hold
I
him
kill
to-
everybody.
Oh, okay.
I hold them to a high standard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But again, I'm at like a 10, and other people who close,
Who-
they get
who
held
picked
at
this
like
10?
a 5.5.
You give her a 10?
I don't know. This is what she's saying.
The numbers are
I'm
arbitrary.
trying-
The
I'm
numbers are
trying to figure it
arbitrary.
Oh,
The numbers are arbitrary.
Make sure y'all hit the website.
We've had this conversation
Share, like,
personally, though.
share, like,
Yeah,
comment.
Yeah.
We've
Like,
had this
yeah.
conversation that he like, yeah, you need to. I said, but that person, you know, they was all, oh, well,
Hey,
you
is there
know.
anything left in your cup?
I didn't care.
No,
about
yeah,
it.
she got a little more left.
You want me to throw it back real quick?
No,
Shit.
no. I want you to throw
Probably
that
ain't
out.
gonna make it.
Don't throw up on our show.
Hey man, this was an interesting one.
That's what you do. I don't throw up on shows. I just throw up in restaurants.
So yeah, man.
Yeah, yeah, it's time to go. Yeah,
Great
it's
show,
time,
man.
bro.
That was a great show.
Woo, would you look at the time?
Oh, man.
Like that last part was very uncomfortable.
It was
Why?
uncomfortable.
What, to throw up?
They talking about throwing up.
I
and
stopped.
stuff.
I stopped listening.
I mean,
I don't know. Maybe
I
looked
threw
too
up
deep into
before.
it.
I threw up before the show.
You got to tune it
Yeah,
out.
we was drinking heavy that night.
I know. I remember he Earl.
Didn't he leave in the middle of a...
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
something like that.
That never made the air though.
Yeah, y'all talking about the show that didn't
Yeah,
make
that
it.
never. Yeah,
She's a-
she bringing up.
She's a woman, Aries.
Should have never made the
Ain't the
air.
same.
It never made the air.
Can't tell some people nothing.
There we go.
You can. I got a lot of secrets.
Trust me, I'm sure you do.
Check this out.
Malcolm?
Check this out. It's been a lot of death around me lately,
Yo, amen.
but
Man.
Amen.
One-
Been a lot of death.
one went because he was just called home. The other one, they both got called home, but in one case, I'm gonna say this: don't let chasing the dollar be the death of you.
Yes.
And I'm gonna leave that right there. If you don't love yourself, find somebody that'll convince you that you are worth loving yourself. I'm gone.
R.I.P. to everybody we lost.
For sure.